Today I want to share something that I have titled A Secret to a Happy and Healthy Marriage, right? I'm calling this a secret because it's not the only secret. There are many other secrets, right? By which and with which you can actually create a very happy and healthy marriage. You can create a very happy and healthy relationship. So if you're single and you have the intentions to get married someday, so this video is for you. If you're dating, then this lesson is for you. If you're married, you need this more particularly for you to enjoy that marriage. We always get to find those situations and circumstances where we see people who have been married for several years divorcing, people who have been married for more than 40 years, people who have been married for more than 30 years, they are divorcing. So the question now becomes, why did they get married, and how come the same joy and happiness, the things that made them get married to each other, that made them choose each other, they could not maintain those realities for the years. So I just want to share with you this, a secret to a happy and healthy marriage. Okay, now the secret I want to share with you today is just the fact that you have to be open to learn yourself and to learn your spouse or your partner if you're in a relationship, and to learn your marriage. When I mean marriage, the relationship between this yourself that you have learned and the learning that you've gotten of your spouse, of your partner, then the learning of the fusion, the unity, the unification of this you and your spouse, this you and your partner. This is it. I was coming to work today, right? I'm doing this video in my office. I was coming to work today, and I remembered how many people have had road accidents. Why? Because they left home at about 4 a.m., they left home at about 5 a.m., they left home at about 6 a.m. Everywhere was still dark, and they were running with speed with the mindset and the belief that, of course, I know this road. I've been using this road every day. I've been using this road every morning for the last 2 years, for the last 3 years. This is what I want to say. You don't know the road. And it is the same when it comes to marriage. Why? Because from the last time you passed it, maybe you passed it 8 p.m. yesterday, and now you're passing it again 5 a.m. Many things could have happened on the road. There could be a truck stuck somewhere on the road. There could be a car that broke down somewhere. Something may have happened and there was not a pothole somewhere, especially if you're living in Nigeria. A part of the road may have been washed away if there was flood. There must have just been one issue on the other on the road. There may have even been an accident and the road is yet to be cleared. So if you still have that belief that the road is how you left it the previous day, then you'll be wrong. So many people have had road accidents because of this erroneous belief. Now let me tell you something. As a marriage and relationship counselor, I have people walking to the office from time to time coming in for counseling, and one of the tests they usually take is they usually take either the love languages test or they will take the personality discovery test. And this is one thing I have discovered over time. I've discovered it with myself and I've discovered it in my marriage, is that for every time you take that test, something always changes. Like, there's always this change in it. In fact, the same test, you'll discover that this month the person is maybe a melancholy, and in 6 months time the person has become a sanguine. Like, it is the same test, and the person was honest with the answers to the test with which the result was gotten, right? So today you discover that the person's love language is quality time, and in 3 months time the person is taking the exact same test and the person's love language is now words of affirmation. Why? Over time, we get to desire more of what we don't have, right? Yes, I know we get tempted to sometimes overlook the things we have, overlook the things we get, and we desire more. But it's not necessarily the fact that we are overlooking. Many times we get to want something more. Like, if we already have this thing, we are already certain of this thing, we are already sure of this thing, so we get to always look for something more, something else that our partner, that our relationship, that our marriage should give to us. I remember the story of a woman who kept on complaining that her husband was a lazy man who does not help her in the house. Then the husband had to be away for a particular while. Then she, at that time that the husband was away for a particular while, she realized something. She noticed something, that her husband always helped her with the dishes. Her husband always helped her to do the dishes, always helped her to wash the plates. She did not know that until the man was away for work for a period of time, right? And it happens a lot. We get to receive a particular love, and we may not we may not think it is significant. We may not find it significant until we get to lose it. So when we are always getting this love, we now see it as normal. We take it as normal, and we start craving for something else in addition to what we already have. We start desiring something else, and this desire make us different from the first person that our partners knew. It makes us different from the first person our husbands knew, our wives knew. So we change, we evolve. If you want to enjoy your relationship, if you want to enjoy your marriage, this is the secret I am giving you today. Learn your spouse, learn yourself, learn your marriage, learn your relationship every day. Why? Because we get to evolve, we get to change. Things happen in our lives, things happen around us that make us evolve, that make us change, that make us become different. So we should always let our partners, if your partner is if people are having a new baby, if someone in the relationship or in the marriage is having a new job, if you are moving to a different neighborhood or a different community or country entirely, if you're changing your place of worship, if you are changing friends and the rest, it is going to affect your person. It is going to affect the way you see things, the way you relate to things, the way you take things, and the way you accept things. So it is proper that you realize that from time to time you are evolving, from time to time you are changing. So you are not the same girl, you are not the same boy that your partner married 5 years ago, right? It's like one of the things I usually tell married couples when they come into my office is it's still one of the things I tell my friends and I tell my wife. I say, I did not marry a married woman, I married a girl. So usually we always want to have that girl, right? That girl. Like, I married a girl, I married Vivian. I did not marry Akon's mom. I did not marry Keelan's mom. I married Vivian, right? So you always get to want to see that Vivian, forgetting the fact that I'm using myself as an example, that the Vivian that I married was a girl who was a staff, and this Vivian that is in my house now is now a boss. She's now an entrepreneur. She has her own crutch, right? We forget the reality that the Vivian I married was a girl who lived with a family, and now the Vivian I'm marrying the Vivian in my house now is a mother of kids, right? And of course, manager of a home. So she's not the same person, although we may want that same person. Of course, some things will remain, some things will still be there. But then this is one thing I want you to know today. A secret to enjoying healthy and happy marriage and relationship is that your partner changes. Learn the road every day. Learn the road. Don't just blindfold your eyes and just have this mindset that the road has not changed, that the road is still the same. I passed through this road yesterday, so it's still supposed to be the same today. That is the mindset you should also have for your marriage, that your husband or your wife, that your boyfriend or your girlfriend liked this yesterday and it was okay, he accepted this yesterday, this was fine by her yesterday, does not automatically mean that it will be the same today. Thank you so much for watching this. Remember to subscribe and also hit the notification bell so that you get to know when we share amazing videos here, right? Share this video with your friends so that you get to enjoy the same thing you enjoyed and you guys get to be on the same page all the time. Remember that my name is Ed and I'm alright. If you send me a WhatsApp message, I would respond, right? I will respond to your WhatsApp message myself personally, and if you drop a comment or a question in the comment section, I will be the one that will respond to it. Thank you so much for watching this. You rock.